morning. I guess I recorded backing out. I didn't know I was recording backing out. And then I pressed play and I actually pressed stop. Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Happy Friday. It's so gray today. It's so weird. It's kind of muggy, which is weird for LA. We don't usually have muggy weather. And yeah. So whoops. Oh shit. You gotta pinch the thing, lady. Is it pinched? There we go. I think it stayed. Well, okay. We're just gonna keep the recording going. Obviously, it's one of those days. I just gotta pay attention. So I did not record the usual Tuesday. We usually do Tuesday. Today is Friday. I have the new client out in Studio City. Yeah, I just, my whole, again, another week where the schedule just got really scrambled. And it does affect me when that happens. I like being kind of a free spirit. Not having that strict 9 to 5 keeps me happy and healthy. So I'm not sad about it. But one of the reasons that my week was a little scrambly-bambly was, I think, I got a deal on Mounjaro, and so I'm back on Mounjaro, and I was a little nauseous this week. Not bad, but I really needed to not be behind the wheel of an automobile. I get motion sick on a good day. When I'm already pre-squibbly in my tums, I don't need help, right? So I worked from home this week. I'm getting my medication from a Canadian pharmacy, and after next week, the price is going to go up $125, and that's for the tier 1 tariffs. And if tier 2 tariffs go in, it could go up another $150. At which point, I'm getting close to just pay out of pocket. It's crazy. There are a lot of advantages to the Canadian version. I am getting the Quick Pen, which is what they use in Great Britain. It's a Great Britain product, and it works like the Ozempic pen. So for those of you who have tried the GLP-1s, with the American version of Mounjaro, you get it one pen, you stick it on your leg or your stomach, you shoot it, you're done, and you throw the pen out. With Ozempic, you have to dial the dose, and then you stab yourself, and then you put the pen back in the fridge because there are 4 doses in the pen, and that's the way the British Mounjaro pen works. So what I like about it is that when the time comes, I can microdose and titrate off more easily. So I'm very, very happy about that. I've been on it for 3 weeks, and I'm down 6 pounds, which is an acceptable amount. I do not want to go faster than that. Faster than that means I'm losing too much lean muscle mass. So there's a difference between losing fat and losing weight, and I would prefer to lose fat than lose weight. I mean, you can lose weight by lopping off your leg. Oh, look, now I weigh less. I think we have to be careful how we focus on these things. And for me, the primary focus is not the weight loss. The doctor's very focused on the weight loss, so I know it is important, but I've been fat for a very long time. I know how it goes. I definitely, now that I'm trimmer, I'm overall, what have I lost? So I've lost almost 120 pounds all told from my highest point. 100 of that I did on my own, without the Mounjaro, without the shots. And a lot of that was by shifting the focus away from food and by working on sleep hygiene and hydration. And if those two things are taken care of, your body, or at least my body, responded in such a way that then I felt better enough that when I ate something that was not good, I didn't feel good, and I knew not to eat that again, right? So find a way to make your body feel better in some way, and then when you do things that make you feel not better, you'll be able to separate that out and say, okay, I can eliminate that, or I can ameliorate that somehow. So that's my advice on that front. But the intense focus on GLP-1 use and the shame that people want to attach to it, I'm just not here for it. I'm just not. If it helps you, then do it. There are risks with any medication that you do. There are risks with a lot of the diets that people push. So, the way that our society is set up, there's always going to be some finger-wagging asshole to tell you how you're wrong. You're wrong to be fat. You're wrong to be worried about being fat. You're wrong for not doing anything about being fat. You're wrong for doing too much about being fat. You're wrong about the way that you're fixing being fat. There's always going to be some skinny jerk who thinks they know more than you. And we're all individual creatures that have individual bodies that work differently. And if we don't start making room for biodiversity and embracing that each of us is unique, okay, I'm a snowflake. All right, I can live with that because I am unusual in my ways, and you are unusual in your ways. So jog on. If you think that you want to carry on about making fun of people who are on GLP-1s, I do feel a little like I have a Kevlar vest of reasoning strapped to my heart about this, because I am diabetic and I do need medical support to control my condition. And I will tell you, having been on Mounjaro, having been off Mounjaro, having been on Ozempic, having to jump off Ozempic, having done this, that, and the other thing, I've got a year of trying to manage this under my belt. We've hit the 1-year anniversary, and it all is much easier with Mounjaro than it is without Mounjaro. And my number story is astonishing. So Mounjaro for the win, every day. And for people who are taking the medication and they don't have diabetes, I champion you because you're doing something. I will encourage you to prioritize exercise, especially resistance training, and to prioritize protein. Because losing this much weight and very rapidly, you could lose muscle or bone or organ tissue that you need. My car needs gasoline. Okay. So that's my word of wisdom on that. Don't let them make you feel bad. You know, they've made you feel bad about being fat. Don't let them make you feel bad about getting unfat. They can't have it always. The mean they. The nice they are very happy for you. They love you, they support you, they're excited for you, they don't understand. They're gonna make stupid recommendations. Don't take it personally. You know, I mean, God bless the lady who told me to drink okra water. How about just eat the okra? Okra's lovely. Put it in a soup, put it in a stew. There's nutrition there. But drinking okra water is not going to make you skinny. No. There's other activities that need to go in with that. But the okra water might speak to the hydration, which I promise you, if you are hydrated, it will tell a totally different story on the scale. Because when you're dehydrated, I don't know why this is so loose all of a sudden. Don't be a dick. If you're hydrated, you're not going to get false hunger signals. Water, calorie-wise, is cheaper than food. So drink your water and stop complaining about, oh, I don't like water. You don't like water until you start feeling what it feels like to be hydrated. And once you're hydrated, you will love water. I promise. So that's the Mounjaro update. I'm doing okay. Yeah. And, you know, I have until the 18th to decide if I want to load up on more pens. I'm not fully decided, but I think I'm just gonna cross that bridge when I get there. And if I have to pay tariffs, pay the tariffs. I think that's where I'm leaning. But I haven't 100% made up my mind yet. No, this is a weird couple weeks for me. So we'll see. There's a lot that goes into deciding. But I have some really fun news. It's a little bit sad, but a lot of fun. The little bit sad is the nice neighbors that I met on 4th of July when the alley was on fire moved out. Today is their last day at the apartment. They're going somewhere else. But I sure like them. They're just so nice. And I did exchange numbers with the wife. She's as cute as a button. He's adorable too. He's, you know, the firefighters were working on the fire, and he said, I'm going to get water, and he walked off. And I thought, they've got a fucking hose. I don't know how that is going to help. And he comes back with bottles of water for them to drink. And I felt like such a dipshit because he's 100% right. It's 4th of July. Shit is on fire. So 4th of July, it's hot. Now shit is on fire, so equals more hot. And they're wearing all that heavy gear and they're dragging around a heavy hose. Yeah, maybe they would get thirsty. No, they're nice and thoughtful people. But what I learned over the last couple of weeks is they both are also film people. And so I have mentioned to both of them that I've written a couple of shorts that I am hoping that we can just shoot in and around the building. And they both have said yes, they would help. So, obviously they need to move into their new place and unpack. And then the guys that I want to be in it all have to be in LA because they're all off. I'm feeding their cats while they're out of town. But I'm very happy to say that I think the wipers just went on, startled me. It is misty. So I might get a film in the can this year. If not this year, early next year. But it looks like that's happening. The stars are aligning and people are making themselves available to help make it happen. So I'm very pleased about that. And I will keep you guys posted on what it is. And I'm not going to make it difficult to go watch the video. I will just post the video when they're done. Post it probably here. I do need to see if there's a film festival that I need to enter. And I will see what the rules are about that. But under the right circumstances, if you follow the rules, you can make a short film and earn points toward joining the Producers Guild. And Producers Guild, their insurance is teamed up with the Writers Guild. So it's the WPGA insurance. And that insurance is really mighty good. So that would be nice because I don't enjoy the insurance that I'm on. They don't cover any of my medications. They won't cover metformin. And for those of you who are not diabetic, metformin is like the aspirin for diabetics. It is old. It's an old medication. It's a very commonly used medication. They won't cover it. So dumb. I just gotta say, I don't know what happened. The world smells like a fart right now. I think it might be that truck. I suspect he's got nasty stuff. Yeah, it was that truck. PU. So sorry about that. So that's happening, and I had my phone conference with my writer friend, and they didn't really have any notes for me, which is fine. It's the first 10 pages of the feature. They did ask, is this a series? I'm like, no, it is not. It is grim. It is a period piece. It is for sure not a TV show. Nobody's gonna tune in night after night year over year. No. Oh, season 2, let's see. No, not, this is not a repeat. I hope that, as grim as the story is, that people understand the sense of hope that will come through, or the hope that I feel about it. But it's going to go to some dark places. One of the things that I'm really excited about is that one of my other pieces, a friend read it recently and loved it. And something that experience gave me was, we write these things. We sit in our room, our office, our coffee shop, our library, wherever we're doing this, and we, for hours on end, and we bang out this piece, and now we've got 100 and some pages, if it's a feature, of something written, and is anybody gonna see it? And there's a couple different layers of see. One layer is, will it be on a screen? On a TV screen, on a movie screen, on a phone screen. But even before that, is anybody going to see it? Are they going to read it? Are they going to read it? And it just felt good that somebody read my stuff. So, in terms of the Loneliness Project, there is, which, to recap, I have felt very isolated since the pandemic, and I realized that I got sucked into a habit of just staying home, and I need to shake that off, because I don't feel as alive by just sitting at home by myself day in and day out. I need to get out and see people and meet people and what have you. So there's this woman I met at the law building. She's super nice, and she has organized some sort of event where I think it's for women, where they're gonna play board games on Sunday. So I just gotta find out, what do I bring? But I think I'm gonna go play board games on Sunday, and then in a week, a friend of mine has a one-woman show called Anxiety, and I'm gonna go see that. So I'm doing pretty good at getting out of the house. I'm just once a week, can I do something different? Can I get out of the house? And when I say get out of the house, I mean aside from going to client offices, I gotta get out of the house and go be in the world. And you guys are part of my project, reaching out and just existing in front of other people. I'm trying to shake off the barnacles and be a real person again. So thank you, especially if you've stuck through all the way to this point. I really enjoy doing this. I do feel like it makes me more focused. I do feel connected. When I see people watch and how long they watch, it's so surprising to me which episode somebody watched the whole thing. Are you kidding me? But here you are, and thank you. I really appreciate it. So yeah, this is where we are. I think I'm reaching the slowdown point of the video. We have done 3 freeways so far. A lot of sheriff, a lot of CHP out. There's like the 4th one I've seen. I gotta get my registration done. I forgot to do it, so now I have to pay like $80 extra. But I gotta find the little thing from the DMV. Yeah, I missed the deadline. I only remembered when I paid somebody else's DMV bill and went qual. So my sticker is I think, oh, it's probably expired. If I do it in July, it's August. I have expired tags. But there's this really nice little business over on Moore Park, Easy Tags, and I go in, I pay a couple bucks extra, but I walk out with the tags. You could go to the DMV. Yeah, you could go to the DMV. I'll pay the, 30 bucks extra to jump the line. You could go to the DMV. And I don't know what it is. There's some third party that will process the DMV, and they're more expensive than Easy Tags. So, and Easy Tags is so nice. They're just nice. The one guy who owns it, nice guy. I like him, and yeah, I'm happy to just have him take care of it. So yeah, that's on my mind, and I gotta get flea drops for the babies. This is an expensive week. Expired tags and flea drops, and there goes 500 bucks. But we're not going to talk about prices because I see the sticker shock at the grocery store. It's horrifying. Horrifying. I used to measure it this way. It would be roughly $20 per bag of groceries. And then more recently, it's more like $40 per bag of groceries. And last week I spent $77 and got 1 bag of groceries. Those of you who have to feed children, who have other people that you're taking care of, my hat's off to you. I just have to take care of me and my cats. My cats are very picky. They only like certain things, so that makes that easy. And me. And I've got to take care of myself, but it feels pretty heavy. A $77 bag of groceries, and I didn't buy anything fancy. It was some vegetables, it was some yogurt, nothing outrageous, just stuff to make the body go. But by all means, let's put a ballroom onto the White House that is larger than the White House. Madness. Complete madness. So the traffic is slowing down. I finally got some rush hour traffic. I hope they're not surprised to see me. This is kind of a new routine. Last week I showed up and they were like, what? Yeah, it's Friday. That's I'm here on Fridays. And then afterwards, I'm gonna go swimming. Yeah. So those are my activities for the day, and one of my activities for the weekend. And that's everything I know. I hope you guys have a really good weekend. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you. Stay out of trouble. Have fun. Make friends. Be good to yourself. I'll talk to you another time.